Creativity and innovation. Let's see. This week I had a friend over and he asked me, David, why are you recording your blog post? Don't you think the professor would rather you write them out? And I thought about it and I said, you may be right. However, first of all, there's a lot lost in written work. There's a tone that's lost in addition to the speed and the context in which one speaks. I feel really kind of shines through and really in person, but more so at least in some kind of audio experience. So I guess that is one of the reasons why I decided to record the video, or in this case audio, for my blog post. However, another thing that I was thinking about, the more I thought about it, is that in a blog post, you really, at least the blogs that I've read, they're not extremely rigid. They're not extremely focused, and they allow for some fun. In this case, obviously, we have prompts that we need to follow, and I need to make sure that I continue to keep up with them. However, I think technology has allowed for us to redevelop the way that we submit projects. And I think that especially in a class like Creativity and Innovation, where we talk about such a wide variety of different things, I think an audio or video post is actually better in most cases than written work. And I'm actually curious how many other students in the class are doing audio postings for their blogs. I'm tempted to bring that up in class, although I haven't brought myself to do it yet because I don't, and I know this is one of my bug list things, but I don't want to put the idea out there yet. Maybe after the blogs are due, then maybe I'd be willing to share this idea. But I think this is a relatively creative idea. So that's just something I was thinking about. And given how this is my blog, I thought I might post it and share it with you guys. So anyway, I'm just curious how you guys think technology and the ability to make short videos and take pictures and record audio clips, the ease at which we can do that now with today's cell phones, smartphones, the iPhone in particular, how do you guys feel that will influence technology in the future, especially when it comes to long-distance learning or distance education? I know earlier we talked about how we can improve distance learning, and I think that requiring students to submit audio pieces in addition to video pieces, I think that is something that we can really take advantage of, whereas written work, it's not quite the same, where you can have a student come up with a fabulous piece of work. If it takes them a week to get done, I mean, yeah, that's good, and they deserve the grade, but at the same time, there's a certain value to be had in being able to express your thoughts and your concepts on the fly almost. And I think that's interesting, and I think that will be something that our kids are going to look at us like, oh, you guys actually wrote 10-page papers? Oh, wow, that's crazy. I think in the future, I think our kids, instead of writing 10-page papers, I think they'll submit videos. I think they'll approach problems in a much more creative way, and they'll submit assignments with a little more thought and not necessarily so much writing. I think that's a trend we'll start to see in the future. And to be honest with you, this is a trend that or an outlet that wasn't available a couple years ago. So I think it's interesting. Anyway, just some food for thought.